Hello and welcome PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of DS Irae, and what intense episode it's going to be. I'm not going to talk even in the beginning because we're about to witness the fight between Shiro with apparently Aknarbero Bay. That's something new. Against Ren, so let's just do it. We shall not wait. The world suddenly turned upside down. I tumbled down to the concrete of the roof, and after receiving a ferocious punch straight on my face, my vision grew dim. Stars danced before my eyes as I was about to blank out. God fucking damn it! He put all his strength into that punch. I mean, yeah, he wants to like get rid of you. I mean, not to get rid of you, but get rid of Rhea. So he wants to put you down basically before like, because you will intervene with him actually going to Rhea. So or not. Never mind. I thought like we'll just like punch Ren and just like go straight for Rhea, and Ren will have to react. But seems like not. He's actually going to fight him. Okay. Hiro was about to hurry to my side, but his words would made her freeze. I turned over to meet his gaze.
怒ったかよ、ジゴロ野郎。どいつにもこいつにもいい顔して、あれは嫌だ、これはダメだ。その上これまですんなってか?
Who's Don Juan? I feel like I should know this name.
だから結局最後は誰かに寄りかかってんだよ。おんぶに抱っこかよ。いい年してよ。何でもかんでもすぐ誰かに与えちまうから、そいつがアキレス腱になっちまう。自分だけでどうこうしようとすんのもその裏返しだろ。誰かがいなきゃ立てないからそっちばっか見て、挙句自分はそのざまか。バカがおかげで回春しかしない大バカになっちまった。どうしようもないね、こりゃ。なんだと違うのかよ。
I sluggishly rose to my feet, invigorated by his patronizing look. I glared back at him, unable to take his pomposity anymore. Not minding my indignation in the slightest, he returned my look with a chilled gaze, but I could feel his lust for battle in the air. Memories flashed before my eyes, not for knowledge, but something that truly happened. We already had faced each other here 2 months ago. 2 months that now felt like an eternity, yet that fight forced us down separate paths.
来いよ、レン。喧嘩の続きだ。
Okay.
銃だの刃物だのじゃねえ。俺とお前の蹴りを今つけようじゃねえか。
Mano a mano. Like, Shiro started using like weird like names and phrases. Actually. Also, yeah, now when I'm recording this, I saw a comment that corrected me on my pronunciation of Shiro when they say Shiros or something like that, and that's how I should pronounce that. Pronouncing that, apparently, I would try to keep my eye when they say Shiros or like Schreibers or something like that. But it may be difficult for me to correct because we are so far in the game and I'm used to like speaking differently and stuff. So I will try, but you know. But good to know. Thanks. I will try. I had no idea what I wanted to say anymore. I just howled like a beast. Our arms crossed in the air. Roars of anger and grunts of lament kept pouring forth from my lips. Okay. Oh, they just actually going like into fist fight. Oh. Okay. I thought like they just going to fight like Aknarbero users, and that what he said like going mano to mano, like fist to fist or something, was just like him just like, yeah, we're just going to fight without like guns or something, because he usually used guns. No, he just meant like actually brawl. Okay. The good thing is that they probably cannot kill each other with just fists, right? Normally they could, but now not so much, I believe. Right? A fist dug into my solar plexus. He put his entire centrifugal force into the punch. I resisted, though only to be met by the backhanded strike aiming at my neck. My vision went to shit. My knees staggered. I instantly straightened myself and launched a kick aimed at his side. Our attacks crossed again, exploding in a cacophony of mutual pain. I could barely see anything anymore. Sheer will alone kept me on my feet. At this point, I relied on a raw instinct to guide my punches. No one could stand between us now. No one had the right. We returned back to the day. A fist fight that came close to a fight to the death. We kept punching each other until our bodies broke and we could move no longer. We both had something we couldn't let go of. An event that severed a decade-old bond. Severed, yeah. Out of nowhere, he said that he would be taking off, that he would let our secret out. Leave us behind. A punch interrupted the words, but my intentions must have gotten through. Okay. Our thoughts had been conveyed. We exchanged punches in rapid succession, letting their dull sounds express what our hearts felt. Wow. He gave me an all-out punch and kept hammering away on me without rest. The emotions we kept bottling up spilled forth in a raging torrent, like water through a broken dam. Good question. All he did was cause trouble, and after things got out of hand, he would always, without exception, come to my place and unload it all on me. How is this going to end? That was who we must have been to each other. We kept punching each other with the same thought racing through our minds. We were both in a horrific state, broken bones, torn skin, fists covered in gashes. Yet we refused to let up. We couldn't.
そうだな。決まってぶっ壊すのは俺だ。お前ができるのにやらねえもんだから、毎回苦労してたな、おい。うまく思考を凝らしてよ。お膳立てまで整えて、あとは一番かき回してくれるバカ呼びに行って楽しんでた。尻が重たいんだよ。床でくっつけてんじゃねえ。そんなに嫌ならどっか行きゃいいのに。てめえいつだって俺のこと待ってたろうが。
Yeah, he kinda waited, yeah. You did. Kind of. Like, yeah.
待ってたろうが。興味がないふりだけしやがって。見え見えなんだよ。どうするべきか分かっていながら、やりたくないってほざいてばかり。叫んな。
Yeah, pretty much.
いつまでも痛いんならそこで膝抱えてろ。嫌なら目つぶって耳塞げ。心臓動かすなボケラス。邪魔なんだよ。それが一番いいって答えもない。代替案も出せないくせに。
Shiro actually have some good points here. The dull sound of torn flesh filling the rooftop grew even more intense.
俺のやることなすこと勝手に寝踏みしてんだ。
Our fists became embodiment of our emotions, our punches further amplified by our inner turmoil. All those screams reflected how Shiro really felt. And I'd met them head on. I had no right to flee.
答えが出てんのに躊躇すんな。それっぽく振る舞ってチャラになるか。いい加減目覚ませ。この
Damn.
水をやろ。だから。
He understood nothing. That was the answer I chose.
ざけんな。渡すかよ先輩よ。勝手に行こうとする。お前のことも。
Stubborn as ever. But yeah, I'm on, like, as it sounds nonsensical, like I said, like, we cannot reach them without one of them go, then I'm still with Ren. I don't want Rhea to die, I don't want Shiro to die, so yeah. I'm insane like Ren. But I see the point that Shiro's making. I swore not to lose anyone else. He could call me an idiot all he wanted, but he would have to pick his jaw up from the floor in the end. He was the one whose eyes were clouded. I would show him the power of my ideals, even if there was no answer in there. Even if it was no more than the childish tantrum, I would still.
二度と生かすかよ。ここにいろ。シロ、俺はお前に奪わせない。そしてもう一人でどこにも行かせねえ。
But he opened his eyes already. That was normal for us. Would always been like this. Who the fuck cared about Reinhardt or his hell? Could anyone ever stand in our way once we teamed up? That's what we had to show, and that's what we had to show those bastards. We needed to make them regret that they ever underestimated us. We would show them our combined.
だからそれが。
Yeah, you are not getting into the same conclusion. The depths of my emotional turmoil must have reached him, and yet...
寝ぼけてるって言ってんだよ、このバカ野郎!
Yeah, you are not getting anywhere with this. His fist crushed into my face, completely destroying my sense of balance. Oh my god, having fun. Up above in the empty sky, a shadow looked down upon them and crackled. Seeming at the pinnacle of bliss, the jester had his lips contorted in the shape of the crescent moon, relishing the event. That must be... kinda creepy.
素晴らしい。なんという喜劇、なんという友情か。予想以上だ。感激だよ。しびれが止まらぬ。同型すらしいよ。
Mercurius is like... It seems like... they managed to escape foreknowledge of Mercurius. I mean... he's happy what he sees, like he's surprised about what he sees, so... that Shiro managed to... escape... the foreknowledge of Mercurius? Maybe? Just like Bay?
交差する思惑、互いの意地、信じているのはその論点か、はたまた相手自身をこそか、その願いはどの終点を指している。
None of them want to surrender.
の混沌ではあるまい。ああ、見ておられるか獣殿。あれぞとも純粋なる情愛の活劇。我らが歓喜の幕開け。 私とあなたが形にすることのできなかった語らいを今我らの慈しみが歌い上げてくれている。
Mercury Magician found himself intoxicated by this unanticipated miracle. Its radiance and grandeur knew no bounds. It managed to jolt alive even the most rusted of our hearts, sending ripples along its lake of everlasting tranquility. Oh, I thought like for a second like we had like zoom from like some kind of like Mercurius CG, but this is just Shiro's hand. Never mind, this is still the same CG. I thought like we just like... okay. Sorrow, attraction, empathy, passion. Their dance left him spellbound. Sing and bare your hearts, clash them against each other, twin mirrors. Collect the reflected light, incessantly blinking between you two, and wield it to illuminate the path to the final act. Turn your foolish belief of the brighter future into reality.
素晴らしい。その一言に尽きる。いや、それすら足らぬな。ベンには自負があったのだが、言葉にできぬ。できていいものではない。したくない。
There's something that exceeds vocabulary of Mercurius? How? Masada's cooking here. If Mercurius have no words, then no one have.
指揮者の仮面をかぶり、あの葛藤を形にするのは神聖さに泥を塗る行為だ。見守っていたい。久々に思ったよ。終わってほしくないとさえ。ああ、君たちは本当にどこまで私の瞳を焦がすのだ。
That's my question too.
沈黙しなければならない。よく。まるであなたのようではないか、マルグリット。
At the end of that question, the girl of Twilight screamed in a teary voice. Please make them stop, this is too cruel. A scream like a prayer. This sorrow tore her to shreds from within. She wished to stop the pain, yet remained utterly powerless. All she could do was cling and wail. Screams, joy, whimpers, confessions. Nothing could be discerned in this cacophony of million emotions. They all merged and raged like a storm inside Renfuji's breast. Like water and oil, certain emotions could not mix, causing the muddy whirlpool of torment to accelerate further. The boy's heart would cry out in anguish with every hit. Okay, what is Mari is going to do? What is she going to do here? Blood, blood, blood. He was covered in wounds, numerous beyond counting. Yet still he refuses to stop. The whole thing made her heart sink. She wished it would stop. She wished he would stop crying. His heart had experienced more than enough suffering. Is she like going into like 4th degree now? Like she's experiencing like the mental breakdown of like not wanting Ren to get hurt any further, and so she would wish to stop time basically, so he would not receive any more damage basically, and they will just emanate now. That would be faster than Reinhardt. Wait. If Ren can emanate without Reinhardt having full power, then they could just escape like I said before. And also... Huh. Yeah, Mari could emanate, destroy Mercurius. Mercurius would be deleted and everyone's happy. And Reinhardt is just like somewhere. And also we need to protect Rhea in the future, so Reinhardt will not come back at all. Because even without Mercurius they could do this, right? Technically. But if they emanate, then yeah, they have power to stop commanders and everything that would be like thrown at them. She pleaded for them to stop with every fiber of her being. Yet all that answered was that deviant voice. An exquisite, maddeningly aware, inspiring theater of the sublime. Blood still danced in the air where he pointed his finger. The skin on their knuckles had long been torn away. Their hearts screamed with every hit, yet they did not shed a single tear. That made her sad beyond words. How could anyone call this beautiful? A discord in perception. Yeah. caused the last remains of the girl's trust in the jester to wane. Okay, Mercurius. It seems like she's going to actually not like Cagliostro anymore. She thought the shadows dreadful. He found his gaze fixed on a spectacle that might lead to his death. Disgusting. The way he considered that dreadful scene a prized jewel to be prized was beyond revolting in her mind. She prayed for his flowery rhetoric to end, yet the shadow continued.
友愛を抱き互いを壊して形となす愛の証明同時にそれは互いの心情を汲みながらそのために憎悪で拒絶した絶縁の嘆きでもある矛盾だ矛盾がなされているのだよマルグリットさながら空を飛翔しつつ深海へ潜行しているかのような高等無形さだ踏破し脱却し上流を置き去って旋回するひばり奏でるさえずりの応酬が羽をむしり合うたび反響し心地よく世界を満たす羨むしかあるまい脱帽するよ彼らは今この世界に二人きりなのだ魔導に頼るのではなくただ築き上げた絆で私のくびきを跳ねのけている
They're currently alone in the world with no magic at their disposal. Wait, so Shiro actually doesn't have the base Afner Bear? I was wrong. So Shiro's just special, have like, it's just like, you know, empowered basically, like... So Ren and Shiro's the same right now. They, like, Ren doesn't have Mari and Shiro's doesn't have Afner Bear, right? I know Ren said that he got Afner Bear, but it doesn't seem like it from what Mercury is saying here, but who knows. We haven't seen any display of Afner Bear from Shiro's yet here, so I don't know. Also, never mind.
いかなるものにも縛られていないすべての感情を瞬間に英語と等しく感じ取るそれすら流れ落ちる被爆の一滴
Dissonance of actions and emotions. Nothing constrained their feelings or behavior. Now they spilled over with no actual meaning. The emotions boiling inside them were a geyser out of control. They poured forth without limit, nor any hint of never ever stopping. Sorrow would manifest if they felt sad. Joy would come into being if something made them happy. Transcending common sense, their destructive exchange stirred an amalgam of emotions in their hearts. And that would continue for an eternity, even after they had been broken, until one's waterfall would wash away the others.
許せないから壊すのではない信じているしかしなぜかその願いを砕いている憎しみより激しく愛よりも慈悲深くそれはなぜ
See, Mercurius, like, characters like Mercurius makes me want to play, like, short visual novels, like side dishes I call them. I sometimes put them on the channel. They have just like a number instead of titles and like 20 minutes episode or something. Like half-hour episodes. It's like some short novels where I don't have to really think much about what the fuck is happening. Ah, Mercurius, come on. Incomprehensible. Yeah. A casual relationship, seemingly inexplicable to an observer.
認められぬから奪うのではない認めているその道を羨んでもいただから与えけれど奪いされど無視してそして通り過ぎながら絵師を望む
Okay. A matter most incomprehensible to a third party, a rift between hearts. To try and close it, the only choice was to let all emotions rush to the surface, even if they stemmed from different premises.
彼らは今語り合っているのだ。かつてないほどに激しく君をこう見ていた、君をこう感じていたのだと事細かに叫んでいる。相手に分かってもらうために、分かってやるために、思い出を語り合い、大切で仕方ないとその持て余した感情をぶつけ合っている。そこにくだらぬ虚飾は一切がない。すべて剥ぎ取られ、裸の己をさらけ出す。なんと素晴らしい。これぞ魂の決闘だ。ああ、何回だったかね。美しい顔が歪んでいるよ。また婉曲的だったか。ならばこう言おう。
Okay, he's talking to Marty.
理解できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
I'm not sure what tandem means. That's probably some normal word in English that I just don't know. I guess like it means dance or something, what he said. 1 second. Love that. All that pain. I want to hear what he said. 1 second. Being forced to break something precious while crying inside. No, she couldn't understand. That couldn't have been true. But the girl was powerless to stop the two.
理解できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
Okay, 1 second. What he said? Where's the tandem here?
理解できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
Tokanji. So it's just a feeling? Passionate feelings? Something like that? Because Tokanji is feelings or something, right?
理解できぬかね。私もそうだ。故に美しいと感じる。
Yeah, I think he means feelings. Passionate feelings, something like that. Comprehension eludes, yeah. How truly exalted. His heart danced and eyes sparkled as he bore witness to something that broke free from his yoke. He would see this play through to its finale, observing that frightful display with the look of an innocent child. The entirety of his being had been completely charmed by and glued to the spectacle, experiencing the kind of thrill that hadn't graced his being in eons. He felt grateful for the unexpected gift his own creations bestowed upon him. Yet, as he lost himself in applauding the spectacle, Mercurius failed to take notice of something. Mercurius failed to notice something? How? What? How is that even possible? Masada? What the fuck? That the girl's desperate pleas for help, a maiden whom he supposedly held in the highest regards imaginably, fell on deaf ears. Okay. A misconduct that should have been impossible for someone of his caliber. He ignored the prayer of his own goddess. He placed the thrill of his heart whenever its shape or form might have been above her. Okay. A grave mistake. With his heart at long last scorched by the flames of passion, Mercurius unwillingly failed to keep his most solemn promise. And even now, the laughing jester remained blind to his mortal folly. That his own body had been taken captive by the marionette string. What? Wait, what? Huh? They kept punching each other till the bones in their arms broke, and would continue till neither of them could move. It truly was the real sentiment of that day. They had exchanged over 100 blows already. Nonetheless, they continued, with miserable cries escaping their lungs. They kept crushing their broken bodies against each other. Despite the countless wounds littering their bodies, their hearts cried out with enduring vigor. I've yet to teach this obstinate bastard enough of a lesson. Whenever it had been on their minds, they allowed it to rain down upon the other, with screams of grit teeth. Were their feelings conveyed, or had they melted into the nether, never to be noticed? His ulterior motive alone remained hidden with the deepest recesses of his heart, breathing silently like the wolf stalking its prey. He conveyed all his feeling through his fists, and indeed, this fight was needed to carry out his scheme.
大体昔からよ毎度こんな感じだったよな
Wait, they mean that Shiro is like planning something out of this? Is that what it means? That was Shiro's text? His alternate motive. I think like I was correct. I've been correct before. Is Shiro actually trying to like power up Ren? Like he didn't meant anything, he's just like badass actor basically. He never wanted to kill Rhea. And he just know that Ren have like some kind of like hidden potential. Or maybe he heard that from Reinhardt or something. Reinhardt doesn't know everything as well, but
いつまでも飽きやしないお前ひっぺがしてよその度に毎度のこと切りやがるめんどくせえそれの何が悪いんだよふっとしんで俺の美観に抵触してイライラさせやがるガラクタいつまで抱えてやがるなくしたんだよいい加減残像にまですがりついてんだ
it's all junk. You've got no reason to sacrifice yourself for it. I'm only trying to liberate you, and this time I'm serious. Yeah, so this is actually Shiro's doing. And you know how far I'm willing to go at times like this, don't you?
命かけて気張って意地あるところ間違いっぱなしなんだよ頼んでもねえのに人の理屈へ突っかかってきてんのはどっちだよああ
Also, if you think about this, this is exactly what Rhea said before as well. On the tower and like in general in her character. Like Ren stop just stop going like into dangerous places and just trying to sacrifice yourself. This is basically what Rhea was talking about as well before. I'm trying to have like very like bad feeling about Rhea just like willingly sacrificing herself here or something, you know, so they would just stop. Like I can see that from her character, I guess. Like she doesn't wish to die anymore, but I can see that happening, I guess. So give up on it already. The shit won't open unless you kill me. You can't kick all their asses like this. Told you, I'm fucked. They got me cornered. So even you can tell who's supposed to just pack up and exit stage left. I know you can't kill him, Roda. Even if there was a glint of truth in the shit I spelled earlier. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we have like actually my theories like comes through here. Okay. I would still end up as the part of the hellhole after kicking the pocket. Fuck that. And that's right, Ren. I'm always aiming to win. And so I will send you over there, even if I have to kick your ass all the way to the sky myself. Okay. You've got to win, right? You are trying to win, right? You really want to go there, right? Aren't you trying to win? You are, aren't you? You wanna go there, am I right? Then why the hell are you counting me in? Who are you to always decide the numbers? The bus is packed, idiot. So leave me behind. Seriously, listen to me for once, Ren.
気合で何でも解決できりゃ世の中宗教も法律も生まれてねえよイエスもブッダもアラもいるか
Wow.
どうすりゃいいか言っただろうが。知ってんだろ、気づいただろ。ならいい加減腹の一つでも男らしくくくりやがれ。あの人殺されんのが嫌なら俺をやって切りつけてこい。勝ちたいんならそれぐらいやってみせろ。アマちゃんが奪われたから奪わないって成人かよこのボケ。その女守りたいならぶっ殺してやるぐらい言ってみたらどうだ。
Wow. Yeah. He basically created a situation.
ふざけんなって。
So he have no choice basically but killing him. Unless he can actually like make him unconscious. Of course you would say that, I knew that much.
たことじゃねえ。どれもごめんな。お前を捨てるなんてな。言われたら絶対やってやらねえ。
Selfish as always, I see. You wouldn't give in the words alone.
じゃあなんだ。どうすりゃいいか言ってみろ。
Also, there's another possibility that I thought right now. Rhea don't necessarily have to sacrifice herself. I can see, like, because Shiro accepted that he's fucked, basically, at this point. So, I can see that he would sacrifice himself. The moment Ren will awaken, like, some kind of, like, higher power, like, I assume Shiro is expecting that from Ren to just, like, awaken or something. So, basically, 4th degree, that we know. And when this happens, he will just like become a sacrifice to open the path to the castle, basically. I would say like that. He will open the 8th with his life, and Ren will have like free way to the castle. I have a feeling like that might be a plan as well. Because there's no way Ren is killing him. Okay. I said no way of Ren killing him, but there's one situation where he could. When Shiro will have a free shot on Rhea and he will just like, with a bloodlust, just go on her. And Ren will have to kill him in order to stop him, basically. Shiro definitely would be able to pull stun like that. Stop calling people idiots, idiot. But who are at a stalemate like this? Understand it already and overcome it. A stubborn bastard, through and through. He no doubt thought it was only natural for a man to protect his woman. The dumbass thought he was in the fucking Victorian era. It didn't suit his girlish face one bit. He could, how could he run his mouth and spew that cringy shit all the hell? Shiro himself found himself embarrassed by his tirade. There was one more thing the idiot simply would not go off. Yeah. I'm actually Team Ren on this one. Are you Team Ren or Team Shiro? You can let me know in the comments. I am Team Ren on this, even though that's like, yeah, like Ren's reasoning that sounds dumb and stupid. I'm still on his way. Like, yeah, I also wouldn't like try to kill Shiro at this point and stuff, even though Shiro makes much more sense, right? Like, no, just no. He just couldn't let go of his friends, the idiot. Well, that's foul flattering, but we've got no choice, dumb skull. You know just as much as I. How this is our best bet at the moment. Yeah, and that will not change anything. Nothing impossible. Okay. Yeah, Ren is pretty much delusional. This shithead was full of empty bravado, clinging to his nonsense with absolute conviction, and he seems to truly believe in it. For fuck's sake, there was just no getting through to the guy. That was why Shiro had to constantly go to such intense lengths to do anything. The bastard needed to realize just how much of the burden his naivete was on him. Damn philanthropist, cut the bullshit already and stop obsessing over everything with such religious zeal. Why can't you just go and be satisfied with one thing? God, rein in your homo tendencies already. And stop boozling about this shit. It's making my ears rot. Hell, I will go fucking deaf in a minute. Not going to comment about me thinking Himuro dying at opening 8. I just commented. Sorry. Yeah, that's awesome. For a delusion. A final battle with the three of us, losing no one, losing to no one. A complete victory, worthy of the Saturday morning cartoon. We would pat each other back and ride off into the sunset. Happy end. You know, that sounds pretty sweet. Except it's too fucking late for it, dumb fuck. We've lost too much. You can't reach a happy ending with everyone safe and sound when the half of your friends are already dead. So... yeah, pretty much. Because like I said, Shiro gave us like a plan, actual plan how to move forward, and then it's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, he thought of the plan. He screamed the words while delivering an uppercut. This had reached a stage where it was nothing more than a childish tantrum. He returned the favor with the elbow thrust. Ha, the hell's that? You really are a fucking idiot. Where's the hell all that unfounded confidence coming from? I've told you it's impossible, I already got a plan. All you got to do is go along with it. How many times will you need to hit me before you're satisfied? I know, I can tell. Don't think I'm an idiot. You know I've got a good news. Ben, you're already on that level where you can easily kill someone like me. So why the fuck you're still hitting me? If you want to protect Himuro, then don't humor a childish bro like this. The guy was this close to driving Shiro's insane. Why the hell are you betting everything on someone else? Don't trust others more than you trust yourself. And then, you even go and overestimate me. Just to add insult to injury, I've got no words. You're fucking retard. Their screams grew louder and louder with each consecutive hit. And within the deepest recesses of Shiro's heart, pumping demonic fury blood through his veins, two voices could be heard. One on the verge of crying, another mocking in its tone. Stop babbling, Kasumi, your racket is driving nuts. Oh! Oh, Kendo girl is back! She's actually alive! What? So Kasumi and Eri both are actually souls within Shiro right now. Oh, okay, so maybe she's going to be useful. Will she? I know you're doing all this whole I will cry in their place thing, but I would rather you keep that for later. I would rather you keep that for later, Jesus Christ. And you, Ellie, stop cheating and do something about her. Okay, I love it. So I would assume right now that if Shiro's die, because he's not going to tell this to Ren. But I have a feeling since Kasumi and Ellie are still like very well inside of him, they can interact with him, he can feel them. Then if he's dying, then both of them might actually go out. Maybe their souls are special, just like Shiro's. I've been doing a pretty bang-up job with my acting till now. You think I deserve an Oscar? Anyway, shut up. Because I need to keep this sour look on my mug for a while longer. I've got to make him move forward to finally cut me off. Sorry for bringing you two into this. I forgot to mention my plan. But cooperate with me for now. We've got to get him to the final battle. Why Shiro is so fucking good. I swear, like, Shiro's like one of the best characters in like this whole game. Why this guy is such a badass? Personally, I think like Shiro is better protagonist than Ren. I don't know, like, I have a feeling like I like Shiro way more than Ren. Waves of seething emotions kept surging to the surface from both of them. They exchanged a series of heavy punches for what must have been 100th time. A cross-counter straight to Joe. They both staggered, their consciousness grew dim, but they soon shrugged it off and resumed the brawl with the savage screams. What left his lips was neither a scream nor breath. He answered the blow into his solar plexus with a knee to the face. A blast. The thrill of nostalgia spread through Shiro. I was having as much fun as on that fateful day. The same words, the same sentiments. Yet he couldn't let him know. Only the blood coursing within him knew the truth. And so, he cut his words short, however unfortunate that was. He balled his hands into fists, only to raise them again, all in order to force Ren to kill him. A clean hit. I couldn't help letting out a groan as the bones in my nose shattered to pieces. Blood gushed forth with such ferocity, it rushed back into my trachea, but that still wouldn't stop me. Quite the contrary, our brawl intensified even further, continuing as the pouring blood painted the rooftop a vivid hue of crimson. How much blood do you have, guys? I had no time to pay attention to Himura's tortured gaze flashing into my peripheral vision. Yeah, that must be like kinda traumatic for her. My body was broken all over. A normal man would have long since passed out, but my augmented legs refused to give in. I couldn't fall. That alone was something I had to avoid no matter what. I couldn't lose Himuro, even if for a fleeting moment it would create a time where both of us could smile, just like on that day, so...
いい加減倒れとけよ。何？簡単なことだ。目が覚めたら終わってる。このまま気持ちよくおねんねと行こうや。俺が選んでやるよ。保護者に任せろ。ガキみたいにわめいてりゃいいさ。もう止めねえし。そうだな。お前はそういう根性なしだ。ギリギリのとこまで来て、なのにいつまでも綺麗なもんばっか見て玉いじってりゃいい。できないことはやってやるさ。汚れなくていい。あの時みたいに、今までみたいに、 俺がその分切り捨ててやるから。そろそろうぜんだ。落ちとけよ。な。
Told you? That was one thing I would never let you do, Shiro.
落ちるか。落ちるのはそっちだ。何が保護者だ、ふざけんな。俺は選んでるんだよ。お前に。
I wouldn't sit still and listen to his accusations. I might have pushed some of the dirty work on him, but none of that was intentional. Sorry? At the very beginning, I only ever had one choice, and so I never changed it. I couldn't. I might have hesitated. I might have grown confused for a while, but no matter how much I thought about it, I would arrive at the same conclusion every single time.
渡せるかよ。背負って叫んで何が悪い。誰にも言わせねえぞ。空っぽになった今でもかよ。だから空っぽなんかじゃねえ。無価値になったなんて決めつけんな。
I wouldn't even say that Rea Himuro was worthless, or that he himself was worthless. See, pieces of my regular life were still here, the whole two of them. No one robbed me of them. I haven't lost them, and I could still fight for them. Fuji only had 2 hands, so that was as much as he could carry around with him. Remembering all I would lose would fill my eyes with tears, but I had things taken away from me. I was tormented by regret. I cried and screamed like a miserable child, yet I still had enough power in me to withstand his punches. I still had 2 treasures left. So,
縛り付けてでもお前を止める。
I wouldn't kill him. I couldn't let him turn worthless.
俺が道を作るから、そうなったらついてこいよ。
Like, Shiro would have to, like, go after Rea with bloodlust if he wants to force Ren to killing him. Like, this is going nowhere. Like, Ren is not giving up. Like, he's just too stubborn. This time, I would go ahead and crave open a path for the both of us.
何？
He better appreciate it. He always been the first in everything, every single time. So I feigned ignorance. No one could be lame for me to admit it. If there was no Shiro to pull my hand, I would have probably spent my whole life sitting inside the safe confines of my room. Ever since my early childhood, I never took an active role in anything in my life. Eventually, I might have grown to shun the outside world completely. Despite craving novelty somewhere deep within my heart, I lacked the very concept of doing anything by myself, and he was the one who kept rescuing me from the soul-fistic stagnation.
正気か？お前、頭打ちすぎて自己分析もできなくなったかよ。キャラじゃねえだろ。似合ってねえよ。飽きもせず延々同じこと繰り返せるようなイカレ野郎が生こいてんじゃねえ。できねえ。やれっか？そりゃ俺の領分だ。だから、いや、今度は俺がやる。俺がお前を連れて行く。
Ah, interesting. Interesting set from Ren. It doesn't seem like you want to move forward. Like your plan is basically not going to move anything forward, but yeah. Sorry, thanks, be grateful. I will open a path with my own hands.
噛んでろタコ。言っただろ、俺が主役なんだよ。いつまでも脇役に切り込み役任せると思うな。全部いいとこ取りしてやるから。だからお前を止める。絶対に止める。何も奪わせない、切り捨てさせない。俺が何とかするの。黙って見てろ。
See, that's the problem with Ren. I will do something. He have no idea what he's doing. All that left my lips were curses. I hoped he understood. I buried my fists into a completely ruined body, my own handiwork. Eyes hurt, my throat burned. I cursed my own stubbornness for not being able to communicate my true feelings to him in another way. We both were fools, and that wouldn't change even if we died. I knew that much. This would happen all over again every time we met. I would have never said that in the sober state, but I could be more honest with myself now. His behavior and ideas was most certainly the complete opposite of what I aspired to be. To be completely honest, everything about him offended me. He wouldn't just piss me off occasionally. His very presence would irritate me. I couldn't understand why someone like him would associate with me. It was like a bad joke. Me being friends with someone who could have very well crawled out of a fairy tale or a text box. And yet, Shiro would always achieve results, regardless of how crazy method he used. I couldn't keep my eyes off him, no matter how much I wanted to avert my gaze. Would his heart also light up with envy when our eyes met? Did he never consider, even for a moment, that he would want to try my lifestyle, despite how much hate he expressed towards it? Back then I could admit it to even myself, but now I can and will. I've stayed with him, despite being fruitfully annoyed by everything he stood for, and not only because we shared a secret. A clandestine aspiration that I could have never chosen, yet wanted someone else to give shape. I realize I was proud of you, who embodiment my secret, yet impossible to achieve, hopes. I'm not giving hair to you. Oh yeah, Rhea. Sorry.
お前に投げて勝手に解決されたのを後になって受け取りなんてしない。もうお膳立てしなくたっていいから最後までやらせろ。信じてみろよ、楽勝だぜ。俺はお前のバカに付き合ってこられた男なんだからな。
I was grateful to him, but he had already done enough. He pulled me all this way, taking care of all the shit I refused to. I wasn't gonna let him take the bad guy role anymore. I was gonna spit reasons in the face and show him a convenient development even he could only dreamed of. At the end of the spare-laden road we three trod, I'm gonna present him with a desirable future. That would be my atonement for everything I've done to him till this day. Great.
おいおいねえ、てめえいつからそんな偉くなったよ。俺のやってきたこともできるようになる？お前が？本気でそんなこと思ってんのか？まったくなんだそりゃ。
He answered with a feral grin and a savage punch. My body bent up like the letter C and I almost fell to my knees after taking his punch. I could almost feel the burning hatred and animosity in his fist.
やってみろよ。いいぜ。のぼせんな。俺に勝てるかよ。
Yeah.
ちんたらやってるお前が即決速攻のこの俺様にんなこと一度もあったかよ。さあな。だからこれが最初だ。
I wonder if Ren is like will be able to control his power basically and like just knock down Shiro instead of killing him, because Ren can kill him. Like Shiro said, like Ren is on this level, but on the other hand, he doesn't have Mari right now, so he cannot use her. Probably, right? Can he do it with just his fists?
ふざけよ。やってみろ。永遠の青二歳が。
Wow.
やってやるさ。
I dodged his attempt at grabbing me and punching him in the face instead. I followed it up with another punch and another. I got 3 punches back in return. I could hardly raise my arms anymore. My legs barely moved, but I refused to fall. I couldn't fall. We exchanged punches, in such quick flashes I couldn't even tell where I got hit. Still, I kept my glance locked on him, my consciousness clear and alert, straining my muscles even further to put an end to this battle. We had stopped trying to convince each other with words, knowing it was futile. were far beyond the point where that would work. Also, this is quite long episode. Unless I will cut this like in the middle or something. We merely continued flailing our arms and legs, cramped to the bone at this point at each other. Pieces of meat and sprouts of blood danced in the air. Our wills clashed against each other in almost audible cracks. Our roars drawing out our wails. The intense pain torturing every cell of my body would not subside. I could feel even my mind abrade and fall apart little by little. What is happening? Sound vanished from my ears. The surroundings grew wide, as if bleached. I felt as if something strange filled me. In there, I could feel an odd sense of unity, an inexplicable but pleasant sensation. I felt as if the two sides of the coin clashed against each other, to unmask gain, or expose all the parts we lacked. I could barely hold onto my consciousness. The violence danced around me like in a dreamlike haze. All I could feel was pain, yet it also felt somewhat distant. For the first time today, I made a faint smile. Okay. For an ephemeral moment, my consciousness truly left me. I attained Anatman. What the fuck is Anatman? My true feelings poured forth through the gritted teeth. There was one thing I lied to Shiro about. Back then and now, fighting him was beyond aggravating, but just like him, I too enjoyed that. My consciousness returned. Our heads had crashed into each other in deadly headbutt. Spurts of blood shooting from both our foreheads. I lost my vision to a veil of crimson. I could make out a gleam of someone's eyes in the red scenery. A gale assaulted me. He put all his all into that fist. The trump card he poured all his remaining power into. He was falling. He had destroyed my footing, and his hand shattered my bones. My flesh was torn, with the bones in both my legs breaking at the same time. Willpower alone wouldn't be enough to put me on my feet now. Standing erect had become a physical impossibility for me. Okay? My vision swayed, I could barely see anything. My hearing grew numb, and I could barely hear anything else. I couldn't even register the wind tickling my face. My consciousness grew dim and... Mari taking over again? Or something else? I wouldn't give in. I sent the final reserves of my strength to revigorate my legs. Okay. That's right. Shiro, I made a promise. So just this once, I would protect you. I wouldn't give in. I'd made the decision myself. Okay. And... emotion fierce and abrupt as a scream. All the bones in my body cracked as I crashed into him, shattering his body in the process. His body crashed down into the concrete of the roof, bounced back into the air due to the insane momentum of his fall, and trembled further down. The cold floor like a broken doll. I couldn't even tell if that image struck me with guilt or pride. Everything seems as if slow motion. I gritted my teeth so hard I could taste blood, and stared at his crumbled, still struggling figure. His red coat was all soiled in blood. There was hardly an uninjured spot on his entire body. I couldn't come up with anything to say with my consciousness all dizzy and fluctuating. Oh, his voice is changing. We have the demon Ren here, powered up by Mercurius. I limped closer to his side. He didn't try to attack me anymore. Our physical capabilities aside, the spark of battle lust had been extinguished in us both. Both our hearts found respite in the last exchange, and so he had no reason to stand up and continue the fight. All that was left was officially seal the matter. It would all come to an end, but... But what? My voice trembled. After a long silence, a tried line like that was all I could come up with. The sheer intensity of my declaration nearly made me want to cry. There was nothing to be proud about it. Hell, it only reminded me of the pain. Did Shiro die or not? That's my question. This like... Because we heard the voice of like the demon Ren, right? That we had before. Did he lose control over himself because he lost consciousness for a second there? Did that body slam just actually killed Shiro or made him like in such critical condition that he will die?